Sunday night. What is going on, guys? I'm just chilling like a villain, maxing and relaxing. Here we go. Waiting for some people to show up. What's going on, transient? One night in Bangkok makes a hard man humble. Is that true? What's going on, Bob? Sawadee krap. Krap kong krap. Sabadi mai. One night in Bangkok makes a hard man humble. Sunny and hot here. Well, I wouldn't expect anything less in Thailand. What's going on, IBG? Yes, sir. I am on tonight. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm probably one of the few people in America who did not watch the Super Bowl. Wailing and gnashing of teeth. Maybe we need a harder split between collecting and bullion savings. I think we do. Just chilling, maxing and relaxing, chilling like a villain. What's going on with you tonight? Not me either. Not into the Super Bowl. Yeah, I hear you. It's not for everyone. I remember in high school, one of my teachers was asking, by a show of hands, how many of you watched the Super Bowl? And like almost everyone except like me and one other person didn't watch it. I saw about 10 minutes of it. I'm in a taxi. My connection isn't great. My T-Mobile works, but not fast. It's all good, transient. I'm glad you made it safe to Bangkok. I've had the original Red Bull there. I mean, from there, it's really good. It's not good for your heart, but it's pretty good. The original one I've had. Here we go. I got something from Thailand here. Aside from gold, I got the herbal Thai inhaler. These are good to wake you up. $15 different herbs and spices. This thing has more spices than the Colonel's original recipe. Smells good. You get these in Thailand, I'm sure. It'll wake you up. You should probably get some of these like for your truck when you're on the road. You get an herbal inhaler. I had 6 of those, $100 bills. I should have held on to them. Yeah, they're getting harder to find. I mean, this is the only one I found in the last like 2 or 3 years. I saw someone in the community recently did a video and they had a couple of them. So Kentucky Fried Chicken, yup. I hope they eliminate capital gains tax on gold and silver eagles. Then coin shops can be coin shops as bullion moves into bank branches. Well, 1933 took out bullion from bank branches. Unfortunately, If you want to get bullion in bank branches, you could go to Canada or Mexico. Those are probably your two closest options, unfortunately. I don't think there's going to be bullion in banks, but you never know. Prices are going crazy right now. Banks might decide to get in on the action, but then again, a lot of banks are closing their physical presence and trying to go digital. So I can't see banks offering bullion, but you could always go to your local Costco and try to get some Kentucky Fried Chicken, baby. Mmm, that herb packet of herbs and spices in there. Mmm, smells good. My dad, when I was younger, he had, I don't know, he just went through some stuff he had from the military and he had some smelling salts. Boy, those things are really strong. Wow. I literally was like, it's basically, it's basically if you, I think if you drank like 4 or 5 cups of coffee at one time and it just like hit you all at once. That's how I would describe um, smelling salts. There seems to be no regulation preventing bank bullion. No, I don't think there's any regulation. I just think a lot of physical branches are closing. They want to go digital. They don't want to open up more branches. They don't want to have physical gold. I'd like to know if there's a bank that sells physical precious metals in the US. That would be amazing if there was, but I can't see it happening. The only time you could get precious metals is if you happen to get a silver coin in coin roll hunting. If you get a silver half dollar, silver dime, war nickel, you could possibly get silver. I've gotten silver doing coin roll hunting. I've gone to well over 100 banks. And if you don't believe me, I have the videos to prove it on my channel. I went to over 25 banks in one day. And it's not like I'm in bumfuck USA. I literally within like a 2 mile radius, I went to over 25 different banks. So it's not that bad here to do that. But hadn't really had much luck coin roll hunting. I've gotten about 20, I want to say 28 silver half dollars, most of them being 40%. I think 7 or 8 of them are 90%. I hear you, Bob. You want something liquid? Go buy some Buffaloes, go buy some ASEs. those are those are pretty liquid. Stuff like this you'll pay a high premium on. Fractionals. You gotta buy the 1 ounce and above for at least for silver. Spot prices going up, I see. See what happens this week. I got a feeling it's gonna go up again the beginning of the week and then possibly go down again towards the end. So we'll see what happens. I think overall it's gonna keep going, trending up slowly though, heading back towards $100 an ounce. But it's just my wild prediction. Yep, it sure is. Gotta take advantage when it dips, guys. You gotta take advantage of the dips. Don't buy when it's going up. You buy when it's going down, not up. Some people, nobody even talks about gold males much anymore. Not as liquid today. Gold males? What are gold males? What about gold females? I don't know what a gold male is. Gold is over 5,000. Yeah. Oh, gold maples. Okay. Yeah, gold maples are beautiful coins. Originally came out in 1979. They were three nines fine. And then 2 years later, in 1981, they officially made them four nines fine. So I love the maple leaves. The cheapest gold coin I ever got was a maple leaf, a 1/10 ounce maple. Uh, about 2 or 3 years ago, I paid $177 for it, 1/10 ounce. What's going on, Sent to Georgie? How have you been, man? Good to see you. Maples are pretty liquid. I'd say they're probably one of the more liquid coins, especially in the US. I mean, most people in the community, I think, know about maples. I think they're pretty liquid. In fact, I heard even overseas that they want them. I've heard that they're popular because they're four nines fine, especially the gold. I know, especially in Asia, they like four nines fine. They don't like 90% in Asia, and in a lot of countries because they get taxed on gold that's less than three nines fine. So they don't like 90% gold coins like American gold eagles. They probably prefer a maple. And I think OC can confirm that, but I think I know Liberty Bleeds Silver is doing a live stream, and I think OC's in that live stream right now. So there's, I get it. That's probably why there's a little less people in here, but it's still a decent number of people in here. What about a buffalo? Buffalo is four nines fine. It's pure gold. You just came over from LBS's live stream. Nice. The LCS here will only buy full tubes of gold maples. That's kind of weird. Why only full tubes? Why won't they buy an individual maple? That doesn't make any sense to me. I've never heard that before from any other bullion dealer. OC Omega just won some silver. Nice, nice. I'm glad. Yeah, he had his videos on with an age restriction, so he just removed it, so I'm able to view his videos now. So yeah. He's somewhere upstate New York. Yeah, I like maples. I probably am gonna get a gold maple this year, I think. They have them sometimes at spot at bullion exchanges. So I'm gonna wait till they have it at spot again and probably pick one up. I'm over in your part of the world, Georgie. Yup, yup. Transient is in Thailand, Georgie. Maybe you want to meet up with him. Depending where you are right now. Swing over to Bangkok. Have some pad thai and watch some Muay Thai boxing. I don't know what you mean by that, Dola. Yeah, so what's everyone's plan for this week? Anyone buying anything? Hey, what's going on, Godzilla? Yeah, I stack silver. I definitely stack silver. Mostly vintage silver though. I do like Libertads. I have a soft spot for Libertads. That's one of the only modern silver coins I tend to stack. That, and I do the Tokelau Chronos series. I don't know if it's done, but yeah, that's I think they came out with a new one recently for last year. But those pretty much are the only modern silver. I usually just buy vintage. One of these days you go to Singapore. Hey, what's going on, Ms. Mares? Good to see you. Welcome in. Hope I didn't butcher that too much. Didn't buy anything since the crash. Premiums are ridiculous. Just waiting on January deliveries to trickle in this month. Hey, what's going on, last minute ministry? Yeah, the premiums right now are insane at bullion dealers. People are talking about $8 premiums. I've seen ridiculous premiums on Silver Eagles. It's just insane, guys. People are basically taking advantage. They don't want to lose money. They probably bought silver at well over $100 an ounce, and they're probably trying to recoup some of their losses by having absurd amounts of premiums on silver right now. So might not be the best time unless you're buying from an online bullion dealer who's pretty honest and reputable, or if you have a existing relationship with a bullion dealer who you've been going to for a while and you know who's honest. But a lot of these bullion dealers are very sketchy, to say the least, trying to take advantage of the situation. During the Roman Empire, gold to silver ratio was 12-1. Well, it really depends on when during the Roman Empire, because the denarius, eventually they kept putting less and less silver in the denarius. So eventually, over time, it was a lot more than that. Then eventually they removed it altogether. So yeah, at one time it was probably around that. I had to pay $100 because I didn't put Junior when I bought my plane ticket online. What? Oh, that sucks, man. I don't. So for a change, you have to pay a fee for that? That's messed up. Yeah, people are strange. They buy when prices are up and sell when prices are down. And yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people who are new to stacking, they tend to do that, Georgie. Definitely. A lot of people, they hear in the news about silver, it's all hyped up now, and they don't really understand about silver, and they're just buying it for FOMO reasons. So they think it's going to go to $200-300 an ounce, and I think they were in for a bit of a shock with this recent correction. You snagged a tube of $5, 5-ounce Scottsdale SD Eagle head stack of rounds. Nice. Yeah, actually just bought some silver and gold from SD Bullion. I'm not gonna say what it is. I'm gonna wait to do a video, and who knows when I'm actually gonna get it. Probably gonna take it at least a month or two till I actually get it. You woulda, shoulda transient, right? You should go to you should get some gold while you're in Bangkok, man. Just look it up on your phone if you have access, or just ask somebody where the gold market is there. Probably don't want to ask someone, but just, if you could look it up, that'd be cool. Snag a tube. Oh, that's that. Oh, because your passport has Junior on it? Oh, you have to change it. I see what you mean. Is a premium the price above spot? Yes, the premium is the price above spot. I'll try to find the address Aka sent me. Okay. I don't know how close it is to where you are, but I'm not sure if he went to Bangkok or he said he went to Pattaya, I think, which is not too far away. So yeah, hopefully you'll be able to find it. It shouldn't take that long for you to get it, STG. They're working much faster now. Yeah, I go to all these bullion dealer websites, and they say due to the increase in demand that, it might take longer to ship out. I basically pretty much have seen that on all the major bullion websites. On SD Bullion, it said it normally takes about 5 business days to process the payment. I paid by e-check, so they got the money right away. Um, this was last week, middle of last week, so maybe in a few days, hopefully in a few days they'll ship it. I don't know. I did order from SD Bullion in a couple years ago. I ordered something, but I don't remember how long it took. I think it was relatively quick, but then again, the demand wasn't as great as it is now, so I don't know. Anything is possible. My brother owns a gold and silver mint in Utah. His prices are low. You should call his store directly. Nice. That's awesome. Gold and silver mint in Utah. Yeah, I know they have the I think the Cortez Mines is in Utah. I know the Cortez mines are in Utah. I'm not sure what I know there's a lot of silver in Utah. That's cool. During December, it was taking about a month. Well, that's to be expected around Christmas time and New Year's. I mean, it's always like that. Asahi, are they based out of Utah? I thought they were based out of Japan. I'm in Australia, so most of my stack is from the Perth Mint. Oh, okay. That's cool, Godzilla. Where in Australia are you, if I might ask? I guess you could see my background here. I got it from the Perth Mint. Someone in Perth, Akadaka Stacker, he sent me this recently. Oz Bullion Silver in Lehigh, Utah. Oz Oz Bullion. I'm trying to think if I heard of that. I don't know. Has anyone ever heard of that? Coin Vault has mint in Utah. Nice. Hey, what's going on, Catcom? Welcome in. Most of my gold is Perth Mint too. Yeah, because you have the Lunar Series bars. What's left of your gold stack? Oh, you're on the East Coast, like Brisbane? You have the kangaroos there. Yeah, my friend Akadaka Stacker got me this. You could see it says 2006. He got me that from, I don't know if he probably went to the Perth Mint to get it. He's outside of Perth. Brisbane, nice. You still in the room, Georgie? You've been to Brisbane, right? What dealer do they have? Is ABC Bullion have a location in Brisbane? I'm not sure. Yes, sir. Auric is gold. Yes, there's a huge copper mine in Utah. They mine gold and silver. What bullion dealer do they have in Brisbane, Georgie? Do you remember? Do they have any? MR Roberts, are they in Brisbane or is that in Melbourne? You've been to that copper mine. Nice. Yeah, I've been to Nevada. I haven't been to Utah before. I used to like the Utah Jazz though. Sandy, Utah. Nice. Asahi is in Utah too. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, Asahi basically bought the rights to Johnson Mathey, so that's why you'll see some of their newer bars kind of have that classic Johnson Mathey look to them. But yeah, they make some cool products. I got one of those Lunar Dragons. I think you gave me, Georgie, the Asahi ones. Those are cool. Oh, MR Roberts is in Sydney. Okay, my bad. I don't, I don't, I don't 100% recollect. Thought it might be. Bullion Now is in Melbourne. Yeah, I know. But what's in Brisbane? I know ABC Bullion has a location in Melbourne and in Perth. Swan Bullion is in Perth. But what's in Brisbane, I'm asking? Is there anything in Brisbane? Because there's someone in here from Brisbane. I just wanted to maybe help them out if they don't know about a bullion dealer, because they say they buy mostly from the perf mint. Okay, it's all good, man. I just hit my 50-ounce AU. Wow. Congratulations, Shadow Band. That is amazing. That is awesome. Good for you, man. That is discipline right there. Yeah, I've been stacking for about 6 years now myself. This is going to be my sixth, well, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I guess technically it's my seventh year stacking. So if you check out my first couple of videos, I talk about how I got into buying precious metals back in 2018. And then I didn't really start stacking until the pandemic in 2020. So yeah, that's kind of how I got started. I started out with silver, and then eventually I went to gold. So let's see. Oh, you missed my comment? It's hard to keep track, Georgie. I'm sorry. There's like almost 20 people in here. I'm sorry. There's ABC Mint, Ainsley Bullion, and Brisbane Bullion. There you go, Godzilla, if you're still in the room. ABC Mint, which you probably know about, Ainsley Bullion, and Brisbane Bullion. Sorry about that, Georgie. You go metal detecting. If you call sweeping the cracks of the sidewalks in the Diamond District metal detecting, no, I don't go metal detecting living in New York City. How long do you guys think it will take for gold and silver to go up to 200? You mean silver, because gold is already at over 5,000. It's anyone's best guess, honestly. I don't know. I'm not Nostradamus. I personally don't like to make predictions. So, some people are saying it's going to happen by the end of the year. I'm a little more bearish on that prediction. I don't think it's going to hit that for a long time. And if it does, that means the dollar is basically worthless. I do not want silver to go to $200 an ounce. That's going to put the US in a very bad financial situation if that happens. Oh, you've been to one of those? Okay, Godzilla, that's cool. You converted 800 ounces of silver into buffaloes. Nice. 54 to 1. Nice. Awesome, Shadow. That is awesome. It was very difficult to work around all the unforeseen. Yeah, I get it. 50 to 1 in trading silver again. Nice, nice. Yeah, you got to take advantage of the GSR. So, those of you who are relatively new, GSR is the gold to silver ratio. Basically, the number of ounces of silver it would take to equal the price of 1 ounce of gold. So I think, what is it currently hovering around? Like 55-ish, somewhere around there. Last year it was over 100 actually, and now it's, because the price of silver has increased so much, the GSR has dropped. So it was as low as around 46 or 48 to 1. I think it's back around 56 or 58 now. So yeah. Sometimes people play the GSR ratio, exchanging silver for gold, gold for silver, depending on what the GSR is. And I know people who have done that exclusively, and that's how they basically are able to increase their stack over time. At the bottom of the Rocky Mountains, you can dig up gold nuggets. That's awesome. It's probably pretty hard to find them, though. Gold buffaloes are awesome. Yeah, I love gold buffaloes. I got my first one last year, a Proof 2006 gold buffalo. There is every possibility silver could fall to 35 to 40 and stay there a decade. Exactly. I personally don't think that's going to happen because of the demand. I don't think it's just there is some artificial demand created with this FOMO, but there also is a backlog of around 5 years of demand. I don't think that's artificially created. So I think if silver does go back down, I think 50 is definitely, I don't think it's going to go sub $50. That's just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. Let me just put that disclaimer out there. What I say is just my opinion. Okay. So yeah, I honestly don't think it's going to go below 50 again. I don't think we're going to see that, but I could be wrong. It really depends on a lot of factors. They discover silver mines, again, there's a bonanza, who knows? Short term, I think silver steals the headlines. Long term, gold will always be the daddy. Yeah, that's what I think. Well, someone said it in the community before, gold is stability and silver is opportunity. So I like that saying. You think demand is overstated by silver pumpers? Yeah, it only cost about $19 an ounce, which is the actual spot price, right? The amount it actually costs to pull it above ground, right? Um, so yeah, that is true. That is true. But you got to take into account other factors. You got to take into geopolitical factors. You got to take into account the manipulation by the paper market. You got to take into account the tariffs. China not exporting its silver. Uh, they were refining 75% of the world's silver before they said we're not going to export any silver anymore. So there's a lot of factors you got to take into consideration. There should be to melt prices, paper and physical. Silver is non-renewable. It's not renewable, but it is recyclable. I don't see that. Maybe 60s for a few months, but gold will outperform. Long term, if you look at the last 10 years, yes, gold has still outperformed the S&P 500. Silver more recently has outperformed gold, but prior to last year, gold did outperform silver. Yes, I am stacked at gold. I'm not. I'm not arguing with your point. I agree with you. I think in the long term, gold will outperform silver. Remember the variables. LCS paying 10 to 15 bucks of spot, randomly closing shop, and altering hours. I'm glad I converted my bars first and held my sovereign silver coins. Thursday, I bought two 125th ounce Canadian mint gold coins and two 1/10 ounce gold maples. Paid melt for them. Nice. That is awesome. Hey, what's going on, Rick? RK? My bad. Yeah, RIK. Yeah, I got a 125th ounce Canadian gold moose coin that someone from Canada sent me. And I like the maples too. We were talking about the maples earlier, that someone's dealer wouldn't buy gold maples from them unless it was in the full tube, which is kind of strange. Yeah, I see online it's getting hard to get gold. I can't find any like well-known gold coins. It's really getting tough to find them. Tear open an old PC. There is likely 5 times as much gold as silver in there. Silver is just mostly used in the heat sink. Yeah, I know. In the processors, like the ones from the 80s, I used to be into computers. I found all sorts of old computers before, and I saw those connector pins for the the processor used to be gold plated. I don't know if I still have any. I might have one or two. I actually sold a lot of them on eBay, and I think a lot of them actually went to NASA. You know how old the government's computers are. And air traffic control in this country, the computers are antiquated. They're at least 40 years old, so they tend to use those old processors. Yeah, what does it mean to be renewable exactly? Because you couldn't recycle silver, right? You can recycle silver. Pre 33 gold, baby. I love pre 33 gold. I bet in a black market I get the same as pre 33. I don't know what that means. Can't recover from industry. Okay, okay. Um, it really depends. It really depends which industry you're talking about. But I get what you're saying. In general, most companies don't recycle silver. They hadn't recycled silver because there was no, it would cost more to recover it than it would that they would get out of it by selling it. But now, because of the prices of silver, I don't know if it makes economic sense for them to do that in some industries. It might. There's all sorts of videos on YouTube you could see in mostly third world countries, a lot of scrap, uh, different things they, extract the silver out of. I just saw a video yesterday. St. Gaudens or Liberty. I personally prefer the Liberty for the $20 double eagle. And I know I'm probably in the minority. No EPA. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that too. Silver degrades environmentally. The gold in landfill is cheaper to recycle. Yeah, I would think so, Bob, because it's worth a lot more. So it makes more economic sense for them to recycle the gold. Those connector pins for computer parts. It's in God's hands. Silver is mine, and the gold is mine, declared the Lord Almighty. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by Last Minute Ministry. Take care. Is that your Chris Benji there on the table? No, this is an old Benji, 1993. They have two iterations since then, so of the Benji. If you really want one made, I could get you one, but taking a risk for me sending it, just like I risk sending you every time. We had an Aussie in here earlier named Godzilla. I think he's in Brisbane, and Georgie's in here too. Aka, well, he was. He might still be. Can't take it with you. Yeah, so you gotta leave it to your family or your friends or charity or whoever. 2.2 pounds? What's 2.2 pounds? A kilogram is 2.2 pounds? Yeah, Transient's gonna try to go to your dealer in Bangkok, in Pattaya, I think, right? Exactly. 2.2 pounds is 1 kilogram. Yeah, that's what I said. It's funny how not even the British or Australians use imperial units anymore. I think they use it. There's like two countries in the world besides the US that use it. I think in the Philippines they actually use it, right? Transient, they still use it. I'm not 100% sure. Lotus Shopping Center, Therapsit Road. Nice. Yeah, he's gonna look it up. He's on his phone, so he could just like Google it or something. But yeah, I heard there's a couple countries that still use imperial units beside the US. I heard they use it in the Philippines. I was talking to someone from the Philippines that said they use it. I forgot what other country though. I think it's somewhere in Africa actually. Ah, there is rare coin investing. It's more like speculation. The thing for me is you kind of have to think logically about certain things. Um, Stuff like 90% junk silver, you really don't see too many Morgans and I'm sorry, Barbers anymore. It's like every day more and more of the stuff goes to the melters. And the same thing for vintage silver. Vintage silver is not being produced anymore. And every day more and more of it's going to the melters. So over time, it's becoming increasingly rare, right? So stuff like this is becoming increasingly rare every day. And that's why I stack the silver that I do. Because if I just stack buffaloes, right? Okay, you're paying a lower premium up front, right? But if you're a stacker and you're in this for the long haul, don't you think it makes sense to have something that's vintage, that's not made anymore, that's continually being melted every day, as opposed to a buffalo round, which is still being made by probably a dozen different companies in the US, and they're pumping out millions of them every year? It just, to me, it makes sense to pay an extra few dollars for the vintage. But that's just me. That's just my way of thinking about it. Sure. Simbunji, good day. Welcome, mate. I'm glad to see you. How are you doing? The Dow to gold ratio is approximately 10 to 11. Okay, that's good to know. I don't really, I never really looked at that. My gold and silver is easy to sell, but my rare coins can be hard to find a buyer willing to pay what they are worth. And that's another thing. Yeah, exactly. Everything, this is like a niche market, right? You can't always sell stuff, even though it might be worth something to the right buyer. It might not always be easy to find that buyer, right? Last year, I purchased 100 1 ounce Engelhard bars, and I offered it to people in the community for around $30 an ounce, right? You would think I would have people taking advantage of that, right? That was when silver was around $30 an ounce, right? And I had a few people take me up offer on that, but not that many people did. So I talked to my friend Silver Bar Stacker, who used to sell on Whatnot, mostly vintage. I said, "Hey, are you interested in these?" And he's like, "Yeah." So I essentially sold it to him for pretty much what I paid, maybe a couple bucks over. And he gave me some vintage bars in exchange, larger vintage bars for them. And he had the market to sell those bars because he sold on Whatnot. I didn't want to sell on Whatnot. I could have done it. And he made money, and I got some cool vintage bars. And yeah, might have to trade it. Trading is always a good option if you can't sell it, right? Eagles were cheaper. You're doing well, still lurking. Okay. Dow just hit 50K. I honestly don't even check the stock market. I have a 401k I put money in. I don't even look at it. I check it once in a while to see how much it's up or down by, but I don't really do much with the stock market. I just put some money in. My gold and silver is easy to sell, but my rare coins, yeah. I'm gonna make you a moderator, Rick. Put you as a mod. When I was a kid, Mercury dimes just routinely showed up in your pocket change. That is awesome. What's going on, Jason? Well, you could probably get about an ounce and a half of gold. maybe maybe a little less, but an ounce and a quarter of gold, maybe. Bob, I've actually found Mercury dimes 2 times in my lifetime. Once when I was a kid in elementary school, I was walking to school one day and I happened to find one. And also, it was I think I was actually in like the 6th grade, believe it or not. And when I found the next one, I was actually in the 12th grade. So yeah, I found like 2 Mercury dimes in the street before, which is kind of crazy, right? But I did find them when I was a kid. I found one silver quarter, which I actually gave to the crazy Aztec. Um, that's about it, really. I did go coin roll hunting. I found multiple silver half dollars. You could still find them depending where you are in the country. It might pay for you to go to the bank and try to get some half dollars. You could probably find some silver if you look hard enough. Join a coin club. Great buyers. Yeah, there's actually one like in the suburbs of where I live. It's not so close to where I live. They have coin shows every 2 weeks. I've been thinking about going to one sometime, but yeah, it's good if you have one near you. But a lot of places in the U.S. like there's not really that I know of. There might not be one so close by. So for me, it's kind of a bit far away from where I live. You'd put it in 2 ounces of platinum. See, I don't want to tell people what to do with their money. He's asking what can he get for it. So, I mean, you could exchange it for gold, for platinum, palladium. It really depends what you want to do with it. I'd say just hold on to it long term, but that's just my opinion. He found 2 silver quarters in circulation growing up. Never saw a Merc dime until last month. Nice. Just got a full roll of Washington silvers from CVS store. Shocked. Yeah, you never know where you're gonna find silver. Honestly, you really don't know. I remember a couple years ago, I went into a bank, and the lady said, some elderly gentleman came in just today or yesterday, and he had this roll of half dollars, and she gave it to me, and I ended up pulling out like 6 silver half dollars. Two of them were Franklin half dollars, which was the first and only time I've ever gotten Franklin half dollars. Um, so then for some reason, I went back to that bank again a couple days later, and she said, "Oh, that gentleman was here again this morning, and he turned in some Ike dollars." So it was only about 5 or 6 of them. So, but I thought that was pretty cool. And that's the thing. If you go to an area where there's a lot of elderly people, a lot of times the kids or grandkids, when they pass away, they're just, they turn it into the bank, not realizing that there's actually silver in those coins and that they're actually worth more than face value. So if you live or an area where there's a lot of elderly people, you might have better luck at getting silver or at least some Ike dollars. Was in Vegas, got 4 rolls of halves. 2 were Benjis. Nice. Thanks for letting me know, because I'm planning on going to Vegas in a couple months. So I might have to go to the banks there. Sell 72 ounces, put into emerging markets, hold liquidity. Best luck you had. Probably had some old jars of change. Yeah, I know in Vegas they used to give out a lot of $half. I used to get some. Um, Never got any silver ones, unfortunately. But yeah, they used to definitely give it out. Like when you sometimes when you turn in the chips and you have some extra change or something, they give you a couple like half dollars or something. So I don't know if they still do that, but yeah, that's what I say, Akka. I say just hold on to your silver. Put $100 on red for you. Always bet on black. Fred Sanford used to say, always bet on black. The casino will give you. Yeah, they'll definitely give you $half. I mean, I don't think I honestly don't think they search through them. You probably could get still get silver $half from the casinos. Vegas, you could probably easily get $half. They love $half in Vegas. But if you're asking, I'm guessing you want out. Yeah, 50 pesos spot right now, 6,059. Nice. Thanks for the update, American Stacker. Welcome in. Have you seen the arbitrage distribution, I guess, from COMEX to Shanghai for AG? They're making a killing. I could imagine because there's a premium on silver in China right now. That's where all your silver is going to. all those uh, all those COMEX and CB was it CBMA bars? They're all going to China right now. Most of them. Well, not most of them. I shouldn't say that. People's whose contracts are up, they're trying to pay them, but a lot of the silver is going to China, I'm sure. You're keeping your silver eagles and maples long term. That's a good thing to do. I sold my maples and eagles last year. Unfortunately, I did not expect silver to go up to over $100 an ounce USD. I don't know if you guys can hear my my little popcorn maker sound in the background. It's my radiator. Someone was saying on here last night they could hear it. The old timers pass, the kids just take the change and old banknotes to the bank. That's how I scored two 1954 $1,000 Canadian banknotes at Face. Nice. Almost AU. Made $700 profit. Nice. That is awesome, Rick. 50 pesos. Yup. Sim, I don't know if you're still here, if you saw this yet. This is my new baby. I got it about a month ago from Bullion Exchanges here, New York City. This is the 1943. This is the lowest mintage. 89,000 they minted. And because gold was actually worth more than 50 pesos that year, they did not put 50 pesos here. They just put the weight. Thank you. Yeah, this is the restrike I got last year. So yeah, it's actually in better condition than the restrike, I think. I know my lighting is not the best, but yeah, I love this coin. It's beautiful. They're actually opening up a smelter in Tennessee by 2030. There's a new smelter being built by, I want to say, a South Korean company. they're going to be building it in Tennessee. It's funny you should say that. Yeah, I think they recently shut down, but there's going to be a new one being built in Tennessee. I was just reading about that the other day. You have some Cole Silver Eagles coming. Can't wait to see how dinged and crusty those are. Swan has Silver Eagles. 158 AUD. Wow. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's reopening. Yeah. How much over spot was your LCS on the 50 pesos? This one I got at spot, and this one, I think it was not more than 3% over spot. I think it was about 3%. Which for the 43, I thought was an amazing deal. I think definitely not more than 3.5%. I think it was around 3%, 2.8 to 3%. Thanks. Yeah, Boeing Exchanges actually has the 50 pesos at spot sometimes on their website. But now it's like I can't get any gold on their website that I want. They're running pretty dry on a lot of Boeing dealers' websites. It's drying up the gold. Yeah, in 2030, it's it's a strategic investment that the U.S. is making in the smelter because we don't really have the capacity to smelt that much. Most of it was going to China, so yeah, unfortunately, it's not going to be online until another probably 4 years. Love the weight of the 50 pesos. Yeah, 1.2, a little over 1.2 trillion ounces. It's beautiful. Pre-33 is not bad. I love pre-33. It's still my favorite American gold. What's going on, Renee? Good to see you. Welcome in. For years before buying anything, I thought only a sucker would pay high premiums. Then I found out low premium coins have low liquidity. It really depends what you're buying and who your dealer is. Because I could get American Gold Eagles at spot. So that is probably the most liquid gold coin in the world, and it has no premium on it from the dealer that I go to. So that's not 100% true, Bob. Gold is money. Everything else is credit. Exactly. Well, precious metals are money. I think you should change it to precious metals are money. At least silver and gold, I would say. SD Boeing has a lot of gold and silver that has sold out. Exactly, IBG. And I had to buy a gold coin that I would not normally buy because I couldn't find anything else that I really wanted. But it had only a 1.5% premium over spot. So I was like, you know what? Let me just get it right now because it's starting to dry up. And it's better I get something now that has a low premium. And I'm hoping in the future the price is going to go up for gold and I could exchange it for something that I want in the future. And that was my strategy that I said in my year in review video. I said I'm going to exchange gold for gold. You know, gold coins I'm buying now that are not as liquid as Bob had mentioned. I'm going to be trading in for gold coins that I really want and that are more liquid. Because I go to Boeing Exchanges, they don't care. They'll buy anything. They've never stopped buying 90%. They've never stopped buying 40%. They'll buy sterling, silverware, flatware. They don't care. They do such high volume that they don't really care. They'll basically buy anything for a price. Amex was selling silver maples for $89.23. Hey, what's going on, Humble? Best way to get good deals, developing a great relationship with your LCS. I actually got a premium silver coin a few days ago during the dip for around that price, and I actually could have gotten it for around $80 an ounce if I had taken advantage of the low point in the dip. Gold and silver is money. All the rest is credit. Exactly, Aka. You got it. You got it, mate. Yeah, I saw you were on Liberty Bleeds Silver earlier. Hey, we got over 20 people in this room. How about we do a giveaway tonight, guys? Let's do a giveaway. How about that? Even my mates in Australia, if you're still in here, I'm definitely gonna send it to you. Let's do a giveaway, guys. Just a little giveaway. Nothing extravagant tonight. But since we got over, now we got less than 20 people in here. How's that possible? I just said I'm giving away free silver. Why would people be leaving when I said that? All right. We're gonna do this. I'm literally just ripping an envelope here. And I'm gonna write a number down. And that's how we're gonna do it. Sim, I wanna show you something. Damn it, if I could find it. Here we go. Check this out. Whoop. I got my Bullion Now pen. Peter sent me this pen. So, all right, we're gonna do a giveaway. Let's see what number should I choose? I'm trying to think of a good number to choose. Okay, I think I got a number here. I'm gonna choose. I don't know. All right, so what we're gonna give away tonight. Tell me, do you guys like Walking Liberties better, or do you guys like Buffaloes better? Let me know in the chat, and I'll pick one. Which design do you like better, Walking Liberty or Buffalo? Very nice. I didn't get a pen when I walked into the shop. He got it in the shop that's not opened yet officially. He went to pick up something, and I told Peter, I said they have pens. They're always saying on the live stream to ask for pens. You like the Walker? We got how many? 2 for Walker. I should do a poll here. Let's see. How the hell do you do a poll? Oh, here we go. Okay, let's do it. Which one? Let's do here. Walker, Liberty, Walking, Liberty, or Buffalo. Let's do this. All right, I'm gonna close the poll in a couple minutes. We'll let that go, and then we're gonna do a giveaway. So it looks like Walking Liberty is the overwhelming majority so far. We have 10 votes in here. Both. What's going on? 210. Welcome in. We're gonna do a giveaway. Yeah, I saw you, man. You said Buffalo already. It looks like Walking Liberty has it, guys. So I'm just gonna end this poll. I think we're good. All right, guys. We're gonna do a Walking Liberty giveaway here. Check it out. They're both 1/10 of an ounce, so it doesn't matter. It's all the same. They're both 1/10 ounce silver. I'm gonna give away here. I know it's my lighting is not the best, but all right. So for the 1/10 ounce tonight, we got a number here, guys. I'm gonna put it on top. Okay. So we got a number from 1 to 50. Okay. So you could guess as many times as you want when I say go. Okay. When I say it. Okay. as many times as you want. A number from 1 to 50. The first person to get it wins. Okay, guys? You ready? All right. Ready, set, go. Start guessing. Stop. Stop. Someone got it. And the winner is 37. Rick, I got you, man. Congratulations. You won a 1/10 ounce Walking Liberty fractional silver round. Congratulations from Money Metals Exchange. Email me your information. You're in Canada? It's okay if you're in Canada. I could mail it out to Canada. No problemo. As long as it's less than 2 ounces. I got the global stamps. I could just mail you, snail mail. It might take a while with these, but I should be able to mail it to you, no problem. Congratulations, Rick. Rigged. It's not rigged 210. I had it written down. You saw it. I wrote it down before I even started. How could it be rigged? Take care, Sim. It's really good to see you, Sim. I'm really happy to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoy the roast. Have a glass of Aussie red wine with it for me, if you have any. Yeah, no problem, Rick. You want copper instead of silver, Rick? I could send you copper if you want copper instead. I don't have a problem with that. Silver might be worth a bit more. If you really want a copper round, I could send you one. Here. You like Standing Liberty? I could send you one if you want instead of the silver. I mean, that's up to you. It says USA on it. You're in Canada. It's up to you. All right, cool. What's going on, Maestro? Give him a copper round. Canadian. You want enough for a house payment? You like silver better? I thought you might. And congratulations. You want some Canadian silver? I don't know if I have any Canadian silver left. I had some what do I got here? I don't see any Canadian silver. Canadian E. Got Mexican silver here. I like Mexican silver. Mexican silver has a premium. Oh man, I wanted to show Sim something. Oh well, maybe next time. What is this, man? Oh, I still got a Morgan dollar here. I'm not giving any Morgan dollars out yet. Maybe once I hit 2K, I might do a giveaway. We'll see. Oh man, that was fun. He's in Canada. You like bass fishing? Send a silver with an American flag on the back. No, I'm just kidding. So Rick, I'm assuming you stack, right? I'm assuming you have a local coin shop by you, but I don't know if you do or not. If you do, what's the situation up in Canada? Has it become harder to get silver or gold up there in general? I know in Canada you could go to the post office to try to buy some silver coins from the post office. I wish we had that in the US, but unfortunately they don't do that here in the US anymore. You buy that what dollar? I don't know what that means. Foreigner dollar. I don't know what that is. When asked if the control of credit involves the control of money, Morgan retorted that credit is merely evidence of banking, not money itself, stating money is gold and nothing else. Yeah, he said money is gold and nothing else, but I think Aka was just kind of improvising. He said gold and silver, which I agree with him. So what's everyone up to? Is anyone buying anything lately? Look at all the people who left now, just because the giveaway is over. Maybe I should do another giveaway. Maybe I'll do another giveaway now that everyone's gone. Cleared out all the Gall gankers. Give away a buffalo now. Nah, I'm just kidding. Let's go, baby. Let's go. You think I'm Daddy Warbucks here, guys? Come on, man. Give me a break. I'm not Daddy Warbucks. Lucky I'm giving away that much, man. Nah. I'll definitely do some more giveaways in the future. Don't worry. We are building a community. That is right. Community of precious metal stackers. That's what this community is all about. This is the best community on YouTube. When I first started, some people kind of tagged my videos to try to, get the name out of my channel. Used to do a lot of mail calls, exchange, back in the day when silver was like 20 something an ounce, we'd send an ounce of silver to someone. It wasn't uncommon. More often than not, you'd send a $50 or mercury dimes or something like that. But, it wasn't unheard of to send out a 1 ounce silver, whatever, to someone. So Daddy Bucks. Why did someone hide that comment? That wasn't a bad comment. What's going on, Joseph, man? You just missed the giveaway. Dragon Thousandaire isn't Stacker humble. Who the hell is Dragon Thousandaire? What the hell? I never heard of that. I heard of Thousandaire. I don't watch his channel, but I've seen him in some live streams. Dragoon Thousandaire International. Oh, you're just stating the people's names. Okay. Dragoon Thousandaire International Stacker Humble. Yeah. I definitely watch Humble. International Stacker. I watch some of his videos once in a while. Daddy Warbucks. 4 of them. Yeah, I got it. Less about giveaways, more about building friendships. Yeah, that's what it's about. That's what it should be about. Absolutely, Renee. What's going on? Simple Smith. Good day. You just missed someone in here from Tasmania. A friend of mine, very, very close friend of mine in the community, who she doesn't make content anymore, but she did at one time. She did a lot of noodling, as you guys call it, noodling in Australia, which is basically coin roll hunting in the US. You caught crabs from International Stacker. Whoa, buddy. That's a bit too much TMI. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, man. Precious metal prices are up. My bank account is down. I'm doing all right. You'd love to go to Tassie someday. Yeah, so would I. Gonna look for Tasmanian tiger there. I'll discover the Tasmanian tiger and I'll become famous. And I'll pan for gold too. Do some fossicking. Look for some gold there. I wish Sim was still here. I wish you could talk to her a little bit. 35, the lowest you could go. On what? Cash poor, metal rich. Exactly. Exactly. I rarely, aside from I have some money for an emergency, but aside from that, I rarely keep much money in my bank account. I just keep enough to pay my bills. I have a little bit extra in case, any emergencies pop up. And then I have like a real emergency fund if I need to use that. But yeah, that's what it is. I I put it into real money. Silver certificate, or is that just a normal 1980s note? Oh, this is just a 1990s $100 bill. This is just legal legal tender. This is just a $100 bill. It's nothing special. It's just an older one. It's just I don't know how old you are, but these were pretty much commonplace up until about 25 years ago. You would see mostly those notes in circulation. You try to get some silver from the Perth Mint. Did they have any on their website? Hey, what's going on, Joseph? Yeah, absolutely. There's definitely errors. There's radar notes. There's all sorts of things you could look for on bills. I'm always looking. It's just not too common to see some of these older bills. This is the first one I got in like 2 years. I got this like I want to say a year or two ago, and before that I had one a couple years prior, but I didn't save it. But I think I'm gonna start to save them now. They're starting to get really hard to come by, at least by me. Yeah, it's been pretty crisp. That's another reason I saved it. It's in pretty good condition. It has a little spot here. I don't know if you could see that. You could see those spots. There's a couple spots on it, but aside from that, my gut feeling was that this sat in someone's either in someone's drawer, safe, or in a book. And that's pretty much they probably got it probably fresh, pretty much fresh from the bank. Maybe it was in circulation a little bit, maybe not at all, who knows. But yeah, pretty much they probably got it brand new and then they passed away, and their relative or their friend just turned it in for $100, because it basically is just $100. It's not really worth anything. Yeah, probably in a book. That's what I'm guessing because of the condition and how flat it is. I'm thinking it was also in a book. hold hold yours from the wife in the Bible. Nice. Haven't seen a Benji for a long time. Benji, I don't know if I have one I could show you. Let me see. Uh, uh, I'd have to dig it out. I don't really want to dig it out. Simple Smith. I got something you probably haven't seen in a long time. Oh, this one's messed up. Let me show you the better one. When was the last time you saw one of those? When was the last time you saw one of those, Simple Smith? Probably, probably never. In the zoo. BC BC era coin. Actually, it's pre-decimal. That's what you guys call it. Pre-decimal. I got something else too. Well, I got that, but oh man, where the hell is it? Oh man, I gotta pull it out. Here it is. Who is this? Is this King? Okay. Here we go. $19.12, Australia, half penny. This actually looks like the penny from Canada from the around 1850. It actually had a very similar design to this. Joseph, I said hi, man. What's going on? Joe from California, not Joseph. Joe. I just looked it up. Says $100 bills go for a premium because it's clean, no folds, it's crisp. Collectors want version. Yeah, I mean, someone might offer me $103 for it. I don't know. It's possible. 1990 series for the upside down solid invert overprint. Green treasury seal in the black serial number upside down. Yeah, I don't have that on that. Have a 158 Canadian penny. Oh, 1858. Nice, nice. Yeah, so you can see it has a similar design, doesn't it, right? I think it does. I think it does. Right? Kind of similar. Cali Joe. A steel penny is worth probably, depending on the condition, it's probably worth a penny. Maybe if it's close to a 70, it might be have a little premium. But now, if you had a 1943 copper penny that's not fake, then you might have something that's worth a few $1,000,000. But those are extremely rare. And most of them, if you do see it, it's going to be fake. Yeah, 1943 steel penny. I mean, you could get it if it's in really nice condition. Maybe it's worth about 15 or 20 bucks. Someone might be willing to pay you that for it. But I don't really know too much about numismatic coins, the values. You could check on eBay to see what they've sold for. Canadian, eh? I got this when I went to Canada, I guess. I don't know. I don't know where I got this Canadian. I think I actually found this one. Flash. Oh, come on. What do we need people like that? MS70, 85 bucks. Yeah, I mean, it's very rare to get one in that high condition. There might be someone willing to pay close to that for it. Just because someone says it's worth that much doesn't mean someone's willing to pay that much for it. But yeah, if it's in really good condition, you got to get it graded. We've already traveled this road before, but thank you so much for the 1904 Old Morgan giveaway. Only 3.7 million minted. Doesn't get any cooler than that. My pleasure, Renee. You could thank me as many times as you want, brother. I don't mind. I don't mind. It's all good. Yeah, after 1900 and after, the mintages tend to be a lot lower. So surprisingly, it's not worth much more that particular year. But yes, those are the good Morgans to get. If you could get between 1900 and 1904, it's definitely, I'd say maybe in the future, when a lot of these are melted down, the lower mintage ones are definitely going to become scarcer. My night was great, Joseph. I didn't get abducted yet. I'm waiting for the Grays, Joseph. Joey Brown, what's going on, man? It's been a while. How have you been? 1943 copper penny is worth between 10 grand and $1 billion. I don't know about that. Here we go. Independence Hall. Change the scenery a little bit. I caught you off guard. Oh, because you can ruin the condition of your copper 43 penny if it's real. Yeah, absolutely. What's going on, George? Hello from Denver. Nice. I got cousins in Denver. Golden Analytical in Golden, Colorado. I love their silver. I got a 1 ounce bar and I got a couple 10 ounce bars from them. 44 steel penny. Yes, that's. I think they did make some too. Those are worth some money too. The Google Gemini says the 43 actually got struck on a 44 date. That's what makes it a steel penny into a copper penny. Okay, good to know. I didn't watch the Super Bowl at all, so no problem there, Joseph. That's now worth like 9 million for some reason. Wow, that's crazy. Last I heard, it was probably worth like 2 or 3 million, but yeah, the sky's the limit. Who knows how much someone's willing to pay for one, right? So I was little wrong on the close to a billion. Yeah, I don't think anyone's willing to pay $1 billion for that, but a few $1 million, yes, absolutely. I could definitely see it going for that. Easy. The rarest coin is the 1933 Double Eagle. There is only one that is legally allowed to be owned. And the last one just recently sold in stacks a couple years ago. I think it was something like 17 or 18 million dollars it sold for. I think it was actually purchased by a clothing designer. I forgot who, which is crazy. And they just, or either it was owned by them and they sold it, or they bought it. I don't want to keep bothering your chat, so just take care. You're not a bother, Joseph. It's all good, man. The highest condition that says MS 67 or higher can bring 200 to 1,000 for the 43 steel. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I think in that condition, they made hundreds of millions of those pennies in 1943. So I think it's there probably are a significant number in that condition, but there probably hasn't been too many that have been graded. All right, take care, Joseph. Thank you for stopping by. Who was asking? Someone was asking how much it's worth when they came in here. I don't think most of them are worth that much. Oh, Kelly Lovato, are you are you related to Demi Lovato? um, yeah, I don't think most of them are worth much. It's very rare to get one in that condition. Probably that's why it's probably worth so much money. I actually have a few that I want to get graded. If you want to see a couple in really nice condition, I could actually show you guys a couple that I have that were my dad's. That's why I love coin roll hunting pennies. You never know what you might find. I used to love going through pennies, Rick. I used to love doing that as a kid. My grandma used to have like this metal like tin box she'd keep all this change in, and I used to go through it and I would find lots of old pennies from like 1920 something or like 1917 or some really old US pennies because the Lincoln cents go back to 1909 here. And you never know what you could find. You could still find it even up until this day. People turn in change, they don't look at it. I think the banks now go through them a lot more than they used to because they're more aware that they have numismatic value. But you could probably still find some rare stuff depending where you are in the country. MS-64, 170,000 for a 44 steel penny. Nice. Yeah, they're very rare. I forgot how many they made. I think they only made something like I don't want to say how many. I know it's extremely low mintage. I don't think it's more than 50 maybe. I'm not 100% sure though. I could be completely wrong. The history of the double eagle is quite interesting. I actually don't know the history of the double eagle, Renee. I think it started out in the 1830s, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure though. I know the history of the $3 gold piece, and that's the $1, the $3, the $4. The rest I don't know about. You have ancient coins. Yeah, I got a couple of ancient coins. Someone recently just sent me a couple of ancient coins. I'm not really into ancients that much. Nice. That's awesome. These are kind of reflective. So here we got medieval India. This is the world's smallest gold coin from from India. If you could believe that's gold. It's pretty cool, right? Let's see what else we got. I'm trying to look for another country, mostly India here. Actually got a couple of these gold coins from India, early China. Qin and Han Dynasty. Qin, I guess it's pronounced. That's pretty cool, right? It's pretty old. Yeah, I don't really have too many old coins though. They found seven more 1933 saints. Yeah, I know they did. The government confiscated them too because they're illegal to own. They mostly took them from coin dealers over the years. Up until recently, there was a court battle over one, and the government won. So they're not allowed to keep it. There's only one that's legal tender that belonged to King Farouk of Egypt. That's the only one that's legal tender still. All the rest are illegal to own. Gramps worked in the mint. Which one? Denver or Philadelphia or San Francisco? Yeah, ancient coins are cool. There's just so many, it's just so diverse. It's like I'd find it personally, I don't know, there'd just be so much to know about ancients that it just seems so overwhelming to me. Family had all of them. Okay, if you say so. Bought a mint tube of 1/10 ounce gold eagles a year ago for 16K. Wife pissed. Well, I bet she's not pissed anymore, George, if you told her how much they're worth today. Would you send me the world's smallest gold coin to get graded? You want to get it graded, Joseph? Well, you're in California, but you're not that close to Long Beach. I'll be like, go to PCGS, get it graded, but they're in Long Beach. You can mail it in. They're probably ancients, they grade differently from modern coins. They probably would grade it though. They probably would grade it. It is a coin. You work with an old timer. He was 88. He said he used to buy silver planchets from a truck driver on his route to the mint. He said less than $1 an ounce. Nice. Well, the silver blanks are shipped all over the world. Not They're used for different countries as well, not just the U.S. Mint. So I don't think it's illegal to own a planchet. I think a lot of people buy them. A lot of mints around the world actually use them. They had the story in the Coin magazine. Nice, man. Send if you could send the link, that'd be cool. But yeah, those silver planchets are getting hard to get now these days. They fell off the back of a truck, right? 15 other countries' coins. Exactly. Yes. That is cool. I could name a couple of them, but I won't. I know Switzerland makes some countries' coins as well, and bills. I have some Cuban gold coins. This was way before Castro. This was in 1915 and 1916. For 2 years only, Cuba had found gold. And at the time, Cuba was a very close ally of the U.S. because, the U.S. helped Cuba gain independence from Spain in the 1890s. So Cuba discovered some gold for 2 years, and they sent the gold to the Philadelphia Mint, and they had coins minted at the Philadelphia Mint for Cuba, Cuban gold coins. I'm sure they also minted silver coins for them as well. And I have some of those Cuban gold coins too. I only own one ancient that's in my collection. It's Greek. Yeah, I pretty much have the same thing. I have like one ancient coin that I got graded, and that's it. You're gonna go make a silver and gold angel in your living room real quick? Okay. Good luck with that, Shadow. They come with cigars? What? What? like like a snow angel at a silver? You do silver and gold pours? Cuban. Oh, they have different denominations. They got the 10 pesos, 5 pesos. I think they had a 15 pesos, if I'm not mistaken. I got some of the fives, and I got a 10 peso as well. And they only made them for 2 years. Some of them were only struck in proof, I think, for 19. I want to say 1915 for one of them. For the, uh, I can't remember. They only made like 500 or something of them, and they're very valuable. Maybe a lot less even than that. Maybe only like 50. But yeah, no, like lay in it. I don't have a tub. Okay. You found a Marine Privy Proof ASC today. Nice. Congrats. You've been looking at ancients, would like to have some. Yeah, I went to a coin show in January here in New York, New York International Numismatic Convention, and at least half of the coins were ancient coins. Every year they had mostly ancient coins. A lot of Greek and Roman ancient coins. They have gold, electrum, they have copper, pretty much any type of coin that they made back in the day you could find. Yeah, I'm not really into ancients as well. Um, I think it is more of a limited market if you collect ancients, but they're pretty cool from a historical aspect. It's cool to learn about different ancient coins. There's just so many. Each, like if you go like for example Greek coins, right? Each like different city state had their own coin, and then within the city state, like each like neighborhood even had their own coins. So there's just so many different varieties of coins, ancient coins, and it's just like a maze. It's like a rabbit hole once you get into ancients. There's just so much, so diverse, so many coins. So I don't really bother with ancients myself. Yeah, it's finally supposed to warm up this week and melt the snow here, so I'm happy about that. Can't wait. It's gonna be above freezing. Yeah, it's getting kind of late, guys. I got work tomorrow, so I'm gonna hit the hay, I think. The drachmas. Oh yeah, that's right. You're originally from Greece. I like the ones from the 1950s. Those are really nice with the king on it. Those are nice coins. I've seen those Greek silver coins. They're pretty nice. Um, the favorite in my collection is my Elagabalus silver denarius, ancient Rome. Nice. All right, 210. All right, guys. I wish I could talk more, but I gotta go to bed. I just want to thank everyone for stopping by tonight. Everyone who's still in here, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a great week. And like I always say, guys, stack that gold. When things go down Venezuela style, no one cares. And we'll leave it at that. Have a good night, guys. Take care. Have a good day.